Gemini, somebody here was seeing you at the same time that they were seeing other people. It was as though this person, it was like they had these other people on the side just in case things didn't work out with you, right? They had that backup. And it in those relationships, what I'm hearing is it was more like booty calls, you know. It wasn't a real relationship. It was more of like, hey, you want to come over? Boom, boom, boom. All right, get out. You know, that kind of thing. And this person, it's weird because this person was doing this while they were seeing you and supposed to be in a relationship with you, right? But if you were to do that to this person, oh my gosh, it would be the end of the world. You would be like the dirt of the earth, you know, that kind of thing. And see, the thing is that this person, because they were doing that and because they were having all these like side pieces, right? They weren't being focused on this relationship and this connection with you. You know, they weren't really putting in the full 100% effort. You know, they kind of thought that if they did this and had other people on the side, then you would just like come to them. You would be so like so hungry for attention, so hungry for companionship that you would just like be coming toward them constantly, you know, calling them constantly, wanting to know what they were doing, who they were with. You know, like they felt like if they did this, then it would make you come to them. It would give them some kind of power, you know. And what I'm hearing is it backfired. It really did. It backfired on this person because what happened was you realized why even be in this connection? You know, if you were going to always be alone or always feel alone, and if you were like always going to be feeling empty, you know, there's a word here I'm looking for, but like feeling empty, like every time you were around this person, you never got your fill, you know, so you were always feeling empty. And the reason why you were feeling empty was because this person wasn't giving you 100% like they should have. You see, they should have, right? And the thing is that you just realized that this wasn't what you wanted. You didn't want a life like that. So you walked away. Oh, now all of a sudden, you walked away and this person is upset and they're angry. And no, 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 don't get me wrong. They're not just angry with you, they're angry with their side pieces too. Yeah, yeah, get this. You're going to be like, what? Oh, yeah. They're angry with their side pieces too because their side pieces were distracting them. And their side pieces were distracting them, and they didn't do this and they didn't do that, and they should have done this and they should have done that. I kid you not. So, yeah, they're not blaming themselves, no, but they're blaming everybody else but themselves. They're blaming you for not coming toward them. They thought that, you know, you were going to like cling on to them and you were going to like want them even more, you know, and nothing worked out the way that they were hoping. So now they're angry with you because you didn't play your part. What is wrong with you, Gemini? Why didn't you play your part? Why didn't you become desperate? Because that's what they were hoping for. They thought that they were going to deprive you so much and just deprive you of love, attention, you know, the things that, you know, come with a relationship, right? You know, they were going to deprive you so much that you would be so desperate for them. You would be like so hungry for them and just like willing to take any kind of little crumbs that they would throw at you. But you didn't. So now they're mad. You know, now they're mad because just like you realized you have enough on your plate. You realize that you come, well, it shows here you come from a good family, or you have maybe not all of your family's good, but you know, overall, it looks like you have strong family support. You might be very involved with your family. And when I'm talking about family, it could be extended family. It could be, taking care of grandma, grandpa, or it could be taking care of your kids, right? But you have other obligations in life, right? It's not just this person. It could even be a pet. Maybe you are very close to your pets, right? It could even be a pet because if you're like me, I consider my pets my family. So, these are my kids. I don't say these are my dogs. I say these are my kids. People get so confused. These are my kids. And my kitties, I don't call them my kitties. I call them kitties, like for you so you could understand what I'm saying or for other people, but a lot of times I say they're my babies. So the kitties are my babies and my dogs are my kids. So when strangers are hearing me talk about the babies and the kids and all this stuff, I know they get so confused. But that's how me and my daughter talk. So this could even be your pets, okay? So the thing is that you have other things, other obligations. What I'm hearing is your plate is already full and you realized, why are you wasting your time here? You realized you have a lot to give to somebody, and if this person wasn't going to appreciate you, there would be somebody else out there that would appreciate you. You know your value. You see, that's the thing. You know your value. This person didn't know that you know your value. And that's where they messed up. That's where they messed up. But get this person, yeah, they're blaming you. They're blaming the side pieces. They're blaming everybody else but them. This person came into this connection with you playing games. Yeah, they were playing games from the get-go. They just don't want to, you know, they don't want to like get, how do I say? They don't want to take accountability. The thing is, this person was growing feelings for you. There was feelings here that was growing, but this person did not want to show it. They didn't want to show that they were growing feelings. They wanted to play it cool. They wanted to keep playing games. And what happened was they played a stupid game. You know what they say? You play how does it say? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's exactly what happened here. This person was playing a stupid game and they won a stupid prize. Now, now that you're gone and you're no longer in the picture and they lost you, oh, they're feeling it. Oh my goodness. They're feeling it. They're wishing you would call them. They're wishing that you would reach out to them. See, because in their mind, you reaching out to them gives them the power. That's why they were hoping that you would be calling them, find out where they are. What are they doing? Who are they with? Because that gave them the power. It meant like, they were the prize. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. We both know it wasn't true, but, it doesn't matter. In this person's mind, that's what it means. Okay, this person thinks that when people are reaching out to them, it means they're the prize. You see, and now they're realizing they're not. This person is sitting by the phone. I kid you not. They're looking at their phone. They keep checking their phone, keep trying to figure out if you're going to call them or not. Are you going to reach out to them or not? If you were just to text them right now, they would just be so happy. But I guarantee you, this person would just go back to doing what they were doing before because they haven't learned their lesson. And they're not going to learn their lesson because they refuse to take accountability. The only way a person can learn their lesson is if they take accountability. If they see, oh, where they made a mistake, like, oh man, that's where I made a mistake. That's what I did wrong. This person's not even doing that. But they're expecting a huge change. They're expecting something to happen here. Now, be aware, this person is giving it 3 weeks. Okay? 3 weeks or 3 months. It could be either or. They're giving it 3 weeks or 3 months. If you don't reach out to them, this person is planning to send you something, possibly flowers or something like that. They're planning to send you something. They're planning to give you something. because they feel like if they give you something or give you like flowers or something, that it'll make you reach out to them. See, it's their way of hooking you back in. Like, if they send you flowers or something, then maybe you'll call them and say thank you, or you'll call them and be like, "Why are you sending me?" Something, right? Maybe you'll reach out to them and be angry or something. At least it'll open the door. Okay, your reaction doesn't, like, as long as they're getting a reaction, how you react doesn't matter to this person, because either way this person is looking at it like they could play it either way. So if you call them and you're angry and you're mad and you're like, "Why are you sending me flowers? I don't want nothing to do with you." In their mind, at least it opens the door to, "Well, then why?" And then they can start talking to you like, "Well, why do you think that? Oh, well, why do you think this?" You know? But the thing is that, of course, once you do that and you go back, this person's going to go back to doing what they were doing before. Yeah. Because it's a game. See, they're growing feelings, but they don't want to grow feelings. You see what I'm saying? There's feelings developing there, but they don't want it. They want to play. They want to be a player. They don't want to grow feelings, but they want you back. At the same time, they don't want to treat you right. It's kind of like they want you to, like, there's a song about this. It's coming in. Oh man, it's an old song. It goes, some of them want to use you, some of them want to be used by you. Oh, yeah. The Eurythmics, don't they? Eurythmics sings that song. Ooh, it's been years since I've heard it, but that's the song I'm hearing, right? This person wants this is the kind of person that wants people to be a toy. You see, they don't want to be attached, but they want to play with you. Make it make sense, right? They want to play with you, but they don't want to grow feelings, but they are growing feelings. So this person is fighting themselves, so they want you to come back, but then they don't want to treat you right. This person's mind is like all over the place. They got problems. Anyways, Gemini, just so you know, this person is going to do something. Right now, what I'm seeing, they're planning to send you something loving. Okay? It could even be something that you like, something that they know that you're into. So if you're into like roses, or you're into plants, or maybe you're into birds. It could be birds because I see birds. Maybe you're into birds. This person's gonna send you a bird. Parakeet, possibly a parakeet. Maybe you've always wanted a baby parakeet. Could be a baby parakeet. It's something that you've always wanted. Okay, but they're gonna do it on purpose. Okay, just know it's a trap. Just know that's the bottom line here. With this person, it's a trap. They're angry. They want you back. I'm hearing that nobody does it like you. Okay? That's the thing. Nobody does it like you. And this person, if it's a male, this person is very, I guess you could say, misogynist to a degree, in the sense that they believe, if it's a male, okay, they believe that them sleeping with other people is okay. It's normal. Okay, and this is a part of them that I can see that I feel is misogynist. Okay, it's this thinking. I'm not saying that this is the kind of person who's like, no, you can't have a job, or no, you can't own your own business, or no, not to that degree. But in this area of the way that they think, like, it's okay to have other partners because they're a man. You know, this part of them I see as them being, you know, a level of misogyny, okay? Because if you were to do it, this person would go crazy. If you were to do it, it'd be the end of the world, and this person would probably want to fight you, fight other people, with their attitude. Fight whoever you're with, too. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't just be with you, it'd be with everybody. Anyhow, this is how this person is. They're not going to change overnight. This is something about them that even if this person tells you, like, let's get married, because this is something that they're thinking, okay? Just so you're aware. They are thinking about marriage. Why? Because they feel like if they married you, then it would be harder for you to, walk away. So marriage is definitely on the table now. But again, I want you to understand that this thing about marriage is just to lock you in so you can't walk away. See, the thing about you is that you have shown this person that you're very independent. And you've shown this person that you will walk away, no problem. Like if somebody's not going to treat you right, you have it in you to move on. See, so this is why this person's like, okay, I'm just going to have to marry Gemini and lock him in. And then I can just continue to do what I'm doing. This connection with this person will never be a healthy connection because of their core beliefs. They're never going to be able to give you 100%. And if you have children, I'll tell you, if you have children with this person, they will never give their children 100% because they will always think that, being, quote, a man, and I'm only saying this if this is a man, okay? They will always think that part of being a man is having different women because in their mind, that is what a man is, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's like that's like, oh, you're not a man until you have several women and you're handling several women. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Other than that, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's levels of misogyny, okay? Yeah, that's the thing. Whew, this person gave me a headache. Anyways, Gemini, this is a warning. Be careful. This is a trick. All right. You'll end up, if you let this person, they're going to try to wrap themselves around you, and you're going to end up in a very, very unhappy marriage. You will find yourself down the road and, possibly pregnant, stuck with a few kids with this person, meaning not stuck with the kids, but you're going to be stuck with this person because of the kids. And you'll be like, what the heck? Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. This person I'm hearing, they are a smooth talker. Yes. Very, very smooth talker. So be very careful. This person has a lot of practice and they know how to extract what they want from whomever they want. Okay? I would say this person has a very high percentage rate of getting what they want out of somebody just by talking. You see what I'm saying? So, be careful, Gemini. This is a trap. Okay? Let me go ahead and get to your angel numbers out. This is what's going on. You walked away. And I want you to know it doesn't matter how long ago this was. Okay? This person is like still thinking about you. Excuse my nails, guys. I've been working a lot in the yard. Spirit, give us 2 angel numbers here for Gemini. Please and thank you. Let's see what comes out. Give us 2 angel numbers for Gemini. This is why I started doing the readings this way, because I wait for the cards to flip out for me, and it takes forever. And it'll make the readings like so long. Okay, 26. It says, I am tactful. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this one. It says, you have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. I am tactful. When these angel numbers come out, even though this one kind of sounds like it doesn't belong to this reading, it does. That's the thing. So with you being so tactful and you have this need, what I'm hearing is like you have this need to come up for solutions for other people. I'm telling you, you've done this with this person. That's why this person's willing to marry you. Because they know that you will find a solution. That's why that's coming out. We got angel number 3. I am charismatic. Of course, you're a Gemini, right? Okay. Geminis are always charismatic. It says, expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. I am charismatic. It's a good skill to have. All right, Gemini. The reading is over. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're still here, if there is a nurse out there, if you are a nurse, uh, I have a question for you, real quick. I have been doing a lot of yard work, okay, and I don't want to give away my age, but I'm over 50. Let's just put it that way. I'm over 50. The reason why I don't want to give out my age on here is just because I just don't want to give out too much personal information because it's a public platform. Anyways, I've been doing a lot of yard work and walking around and doing this and doing that, and I woke up today. I woke up in the most severe pain. I had this huge cramp near my chin, on the muscle of my chin, and my toes curled up, and I it was so painful. It was the muscle right next to my chin in the front. And I kid you not, right? And I was rubbing it. I was like, oh, it was like to give it a nice deep rub. It was hurting so bad. Woke me up. And then my other one started hurting too. So I had two of them. I called for my daughter to come and help me. And she came over and started helping me massage them. I was in so much pain. And finally, she found some old pain pills that I had for something else a long time ago. And so I took one of those, thank goodness. And yeah, it helped a lot. I was able to go back to sleep. I'm really sore, but I'm sore in my back. Like my bum is sore and my back muscles of my back of my legs are sore. Um I'm not feeling sore in the front, like near my chins. And I'm just wondering, like, why am I having this? Is it because could I be low on I'm thinking like maybe I'm low on potassium or magnesium. Is that why? Or is it like, is this normal for people my age? Like, do when we get older, is it like, when we overexert our muscles, is it like where it gets this bad? Is this like something normal? Just curious. Anyways, any help that you could give me, I would highly appreciate it. I can't go to a doctor, I can't afford it. So, that's why I was like trying to figure this out. If it's vitamins, maybe I do need vitamins. I have been known to be anemic in the past, and I have had times when my potassium level was really, really low. And these are like problems I've had my whole life. So, could be my potassium. I've had that happen to me before, but I've never had cramps like this before. I've had test done a few years ago, and they told me that they were asking me questions like, are you feeling any kind of heart palpitations? I was like, no, I'm fine. And they're like, nothing, no cramps, no, nothing, I'm fine. They're like, my doctor was so surprised, and she was like, well, your level is like extremely low, like extremely, extremely low. So she, of course, she told me to work on that. And I didn't understand why, so I looked it up. Well, I had my daughter look it up for me, and we found out that of course, if your levels get really low, it could cause heart attacks and other problems. I didn't know that, right? Anyway, so I worked on that, went back, everything was fine. I'm not having any heart palpitations or anything like that. I'm just wondering, could it be this? Or did I just overexert myself? Anyways, any help I would appreciate, guys. If you're still here, thank you so much. Love you guys. Catch me in the next one. Bye bye.